Hello guys, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the tubes if you're on YouTube. This will probably be on over the next few days. This is part one, it's part 3 of the stream on the 8th of July. I can't believe I didn't buy invisibility for myself. That's stupid, that is. I'm going to get that after I finish today. But at least we'll be able to kind of sneak around there and see what's going on. Depending on what's on YouTube. if you're passing this way this evening, this morning, or whatever it happens to be, come and kill this knoll here, will you? This red one. On your way through. Maybe it'll be alright for tomorrow. What I think we'll do is maybe we will do another round of these mobs here. Then we will think about trying to split these up. I'm going to try that trick of routing one, putting the one that I can kill round to the entrance, and then zoning. Route that one at the entrance, then zone, and see what happens. I do miss some of the longer lasting spells, buffs. It can be quite annoying. Just reapplying some of these ones, these lower level ones. Still not quite halfway. Getting there. I'm still the only one in poor. How many people on the server? Let's have a look. 471 now, so I guess it's just not the right time, is it? There's just not many people about at the moment. And I'm in an out of the way place as well. I know what we'll do for a laugh. Let's go into... Oh no, we won't. No, we've got to spawn. What we'll do in a minute, we're going to... I don't normally spend any times on the forums, I have to say. But we'll... I should have done it the other way around, shouldn't I? But we'll go and have a look in... we're going to have a look in Random Flames on the forums, see what's going on. What we're going to do when we've cleared this little zone is we'll try and split up those two knolls around the corner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, right, so we've got a roamer here, he should be too long. Then what we'll do is we will try and split that spawn. my split paw clan faction got worse, which means it's not actually at rock bottom, which is quite surprising as a barbarian. It's quite interesting having a gnoll magician. I'm trying to think of other. I just think gnolls wouldn't go into for that sort of magic really. I think they're more sort of in the troll ogre area, where the magic is more kind of spirit, sort of nature driven, rather than magic. I'm trying to think if any other mobs. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen like a froglock magicians. Did you get those? Or enchanters? Well, I guess you must do. I would have said the gnolls are kind of more around the shamany kind of spell line though. Oh, come on now, Mr. Gnoll. You're holding up our foolish attempt to try and split those mobs. Goblins. Wondering about goblins. You must get some goblin casters, mustn't you? Wizards, maybe. Again, I've never seen any with pets. I think there's actually. I think if you go around the corner here, open a door up on top of a bridge. I think there's a gnoll necromancer that walks across as well. So yeah, the gnolls have got the magic going on. I'm actually talking to myself at the moment. even though I'm on Twitch. I'm kind of treating it kind of like a YouTube video. I guess you probably need to tell me if this is working on YouTube or not. I think the first couple of parts of this stream, there's a fair bit of waffle, but there's probably going to be less. I'm a bit tired now. There's probably going to be less in this part, but yeah, let me know if it works on YouTube or not. You know, I don't know if there's less talking. I guess at least it lets people see what I've been doing. I wonder if he wanders quite a lot, this guy. Not sure. I don't want to do the pull though until I'm sure he's not coming round. Here we go. Oh, come on now. Isn't that annoying when you get a... Oh, When you get a selection of misses in a row, that's bloody frustrating, those. Okay, so we're going to get ready to try and split those two mobs around there. I think what I was going to do was have a quick look at Ransom Flames on the forums. That's funny. Let's have a look. We've got a top host, Snedge, BDA, Camp Stealer and Griefer. And then someone goes on to complain about someone. What did they do? Frenzy Camping Lower Guck, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Idea purple P99. Thinking out loud. No world PvP. Red 99 XP bonus. PvP enabled. PvP enabled in zones where raid mobs spawn. Only the strong survive. Okay, that's quite interesting. Why the F are there no bananas in Everquest? Contemptor. BDA. Zerging is bad. Okay. BDA are getting kicked up the chops at the moment. The story of an usurper. Yep. RNF is quite a lot of angry people. I won't carry on there because that's not much fun really. Are there any other? Let's go interesting one. Talk about a class that I should, in theory, really like, but I've never really got around to playing, and that's the Ranger. Rangers ever use range in Velius? Well, no, don't do they? Not much, not as much anyway. It's quite strange as a Ranger. They kind of gave him the bow and arrow, but yeah, I guess they kind of thought that ranged damage, unlimited damage, depending on how many arrows you've got, would be a bad thing, and I guess it's probably right actually. The Ranger class always looked quite interesting to me, but I do think that probably, unless they'd have found a way of balancing it, I don't know. Because with mana, obviously, you've got your mana is a limit, whereas with archery, yeah. But yeah, it's a shame. Right, let's try and split these mobs. I might be asking for trouble here, but my idea is to root the big guy, strafe side run round to the zone, root this guy, zone. Oh, this is all working out so far. There's probably something here that I'm not supposed to do, and but I'm doing it. And then we'll zone back in and see if my mob has stayed there. Well, see if my mob has stayed there. Essentially, that's the thing we need to do. I'm not sure if it works, or if it was like an exploit that they, you're not supposed to do, and so for some reason when you zone out, maybe the mob resets. I don't know. I don't think it does. It wouldn't do, would it? Because if someone else was in the zone, yeah, that would be weird. I can quite understand it may be root wearing off, and it. Oh no, that worked. No, it didn't. Okay. And that didn't work. Now, could that be because the root wore off and it walked back? Yes. That's frustrating. Let's try that again. Oh, resisted. Okay. I think we'll probably just zone this one. Okay, well that's not working, is it? See, what I don't know is if that will actually work. I don't know if it's a if it's an exploit, so that they stop that, so you don't exploit it, obviously. So when you zone, the root wears off. But that doesn't kind of make sense because the mob would be. If someone else was in the zone, they would see the mob and they would see it respawn or whatever, wouldn't they? So I'm not sure. It's a bit weird. maybe the route wears off if the person who casts the route zones. Maybe it wears off. Not sure. Okay. We'll try it once more while I'm waiting for spawns. Right, okay, so we got him that time. We got that one. Let's see if we can get the mass. Let's bring him right round to the zone line. Ah, oh, other route's worn off. God damn. Okay, if I can get this guy routed quick. Yes, the zone. We'll see what happens. Oh no, see that one's just worn off when I zoned. Ah, that's interesting. Now. Hello, Janeway. Well, thanks for watching. That's pretty awesome. I'm trying to think of my very first video. I think it was probably, I think I started a Wood Elf Druid. I think my very first video. We've no intention of playing him. It was just the first time on the server again. Oh, well, first time on P99. Yeah, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? I've only just started doing Twitch, really. It's all pretty new to me. This is only the second kind of time I've ever twitched. I will try this one more time, because I'm sure my mobs are going to spawn in a sec. Oh, I resisted it. God damn it. Route's been a real pain in the neck. Oh, Enchanter ones, yeah. I guess it was probably like the Stein of Magog quests. I don't know if you watch those. That's pretty interesting. The Enchanters are awesome. I was talking to someone about Enchanters earlier on, and they can do so much. I think if I wasn't enamoured by a Shaman so much, I would probably play an Enchanter. But looking for tips, I'm not sure about that. I don't think you would pick up much in my videos. You might do. Well, that doesn't work, so we'll give that a miss, because I think my mobs are probably going to spawn shortly. I played a Druid on live, actually. Yeah, I really loved the Druid. I think that's why I didn't start one on here, really, because I kind of did my time with the Druid back in the day. But yeah, great class. I love the versatility, the fact you can just go anywhere really quickly. That's awesome. Yeah, it's amazing how many people followed the same MMO route, really. I was the same as you. I mean, I started off in Ultima Online probably a year or two before Everquest. And then after Everquest went to Camelot. I was saying earlier, I did get into, it was almost like an alpha testing for Camelot. I just knew a friend who was friendly with the developers at the time, and he got me in. And that was when, yeah, it was really basic. You had the world, and you had some like placeholder mobs just wandering around that you killed. There wasn't anything else. But yeah, that was a great game. I liked that. I liked it, I think, because it was. You don't see many games. I guess it was kind of being British. It was, you kind of had the British thing going on, and you had the Nordic thing going on, and the sort of the Celtic thing going on. So it kind of appealed to me quite a bit. and not many games seem to be sort of created around that theme. Yeah, it does seem to be that eventually they go too far with every MMO. I mean, I look at Ultima Online now and it's just unrecognisable from the game I used to play. I think progress is good, but they all strive for that subscriber base, which is fair enough. And eventually they will become quite generic, and Camelot was the same. I keep looking for a good emulated server, like a classic emulated server for Camelot. I know there's a couple, and I keep meaning to try one. But I love playing on Albion. I love running around areas kind of that I'd been to in real life, you know, in the UK. It was not really the same as they were in the game, but it was quite interesting to be running around Stonehenge and stuff, you know, when... Oh, Scotland, yeah. So it would have been very familiar, yeah. I thought the world design in there was kind of a bit like EverQuest. It was kind of like I don't know if it was just at the time when they were creating these games. It was a limitation of what they had available, so the art direction was what they put more effort into. But I love the art, same as EverQuest. I love the art direction in Camelot. Fantastic. There's just an atmosphere in the zones. Yeah, it's weird. Difficult to explain. Yeah, the music was really good. Do you know of any emulated Camelot servers? Well, I know there's a couple, but one of them, when you go on the forum, seems a bit, doesn't seem to be run particularly well. But I'll definitely give it a go. I might have a look into them and see how difficult it is to get the client downloaded and whatnot. Do some videos of that. That'd be cool. I'll look into it, and if I find something, I'll try and do some videos of it. There must be something. Well, there is. I mean, I have heard of a couple, but I don't really know how good they are. I mean, I can't imagine they'll be as well run as P99, but even something, you know, close to that would be good. Yeah, they have. It's weird. It's strange. I guess that's just the day the internet is. But so many. The guys who do P99 get so much crap, you know, and I find it amazing, really. It's just for people who are, I think, you know, I mean, my opinion, it seems to be that they're doing it for nothing. I'm pretty sure that Sony would have shut them down now if they weren't. Yeah, it's and while, you know, with something like this, it must be nice for them to do. You know, it's that they're kind of, you know, in charge of a server for a game that they loved back in the day, and that must be pretty good. It must make you feel quite powerful as well, I guess. As anything, you know, when you become in charge of something, it always, you know, maybe boosts your ego a little bit and whatnot, and sometimes it can go the wrong way. But I don't think so on P99. But I'm always amazed at how much crap they get, considering it's. I mean, I'm essentially playing it for nothing at the moment. And I kind of do videos and stuff, essentially try and help the server. That's kind of my way of contributing towards it. But yeah, it's weird. They do such a good job, but some people just are not satisfied. But that's the internet, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it amazes me sometimes when you kind of listen to Sirkin stream, and he talks about the sort of stuff that they do and the sort of stuff they have to put up with. You know, I imagine that he wakes up in the morning and he's probably got a job, you know, and Everquest and Project 99 is his second job, you know, so he's waking up in the morning, and not only has he got his job to contend with, but he's got the server as well, and yeah, it must be hard. It must be really hard, particularly when you're getting crap, because you must just feel that you're getting no appreciation for. I sometimes feel it doing videos, you know, when you get like thumbs down and no one tells you why they do a thumbs down. Yeah, but yeah, it must be so frustrating. Talking about Rangers earlier, and there's someone who was saying that it's weird that Rangers never made more of the range thing in EverQuest with a class, and yeah, I mean, my feeling was probably that it would be too OP to have essentially a class that could do unlimited range damage that was too high. But yeah, but Swish brought up a decent point. It's weird because of the brilliant job they did with bards, you know, and yeah, bards are quite similar. They can do over a slow period of time, you know, over a long period of time, they can do, you know, enough damage to kite and kill tons of mobs while moving. So maybe that's what they should have done with Rangers. Maybe they should have allowed them to move more. But do less damage. Maybe that would have been something, so they could kite things. Maybe they could have done it so that an arrow shot always broke root or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way they could have balanced it. I think they kind of probably did later on in the game, didn't they, with AAs and stuff. But yeah, this dungeon, this is Split Paw. I'm sure now I've said it, you know, where it's right bang in the middle of South Karana, and I'm just kind of Yeah, I'm just killing there's 3 mobs at the front. There's 2 here, and there's 1 that roams around the corner. There's a couple here, but this guy's red. He's dual wielding. This guy's blue. I've tried to split them a couple of times, but I'm not having much success. What side did you play on Camelot? I always felt, don't you have a favourite side? I mean, always kind of, I guess, sort of moved towards the Albion side, just because, I suppose. But I did have a soft spot for the Vikings. Yeah, I think the Midgard side, they had some of the best zones. I think because it was snow and stuff. I do like a bit of snow. Yeah, there's some good atmosphere there. Welcome, Makur. Yeah, I mean, Camelot was fantastic. Yeah, we were just talking about it. I need to look into see if there's a good emulated server, because I'd certainly do some videos on that if there was. Ulfgard, that's the one I was trying to think of. I knew there was one that was fairly well, had a pretty good reputation. They're supposed to be revamping it, aren't they? But it's just taking a while, or is it not coming online anymore? That'd be a shame. Reworking it. Ah, okay. Yeah, I can't criticise them for that, I guess, if it's volunteer run, isn't it? So, you know, they've probably got lives as well. But yeah, if that comes back online, I'll give that a go and do some videos. Low population. I'm surprised by that. I guess it depends on how good the server is, but I think that I think that with all of these emulated servers that are free, you know, I think that we've got a responsibility to kind of try and push them, you know, because they're free and some people donate, you know, and some people don't. But I think it's down to the population really playing to try and push it. I mean, if Ulfgard comes back up, I would certainly do some videos because I think that's the best way of promoting it, really. I get loads of people say I've come to Project 99 because I've seen your videos, you know, so it obviously works. I'm sure that people like Level 1 Undercon and all the other guys, Dalin and whatnot, you know, have all got the same over the last year or two. So I think that's the thing. I think people need to, I mean, maybe I've missed them, but I don't remember seeing too many videos on YouTube for the server. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, that's it. It's seeing things. I mean, I think I probably got into P99 from watching Level 1 Undercon. Well, when he was Mutton Chops back in the day, I think that's how I probably got into it. So yeah, it does work. But housing. So I don't know. I must have. Did Camelot have housing before? From the start? I guess it was probably the first 3D game that had housing. Because Ultima Online had housing, obviously, but... Oh, okay. Right, I've got to wait for spawn, so I'm going to try this again. I'm trying to split these two. One of them's red. Oh, goddamn. One of them's red and will absolutely crucify me. The other one's blue. I don't know why they've done that. Stupid. I'm trying to route the red one, run to the zone line, route the blue one, then log, then not log, then zone back in again, and hopefully the one I've routed is still there. But yeah, I remember that kind of thing going on with the housing, not just in Camelot, but in Lord of the Rings Online and stuff as well. Kind of people camping their housing spots. That's awesome. I don't know what it was like in the US at the time, but I kind of, when I think back to playing Camelot and Project 1999, the internet in the UK at the time was rubbish. For a developed country, one of the top 10 developed countries in the world, I guess. We from a technology point of view, we do seem to take ages to catch up with everyone else. But yeah, I remember when I was playing Ultima Online, I was paying. We used to pay by the minute, so we'd log in with our modem, and it was like paying for a phone call. So if you were online for an hour, that was an hour's worth of phone calls. It was really expensive. And it was slow, and Jesus, sometimes playing Ultra Online I can remember running from one side of town to the other, and it would take an hour because your character would run a couple of steps, then stop for 10 seconds, then run a couple of steps. Just crazy. Waked Out. This is Project 1999. It's an emulated Everquest server, which is, yeah, trying to recreate classic Everquest back in 1999. And does a bloody good job, I have to say. Oh, stop it. I apologise for this. In between spawns, I'm trying to split those two mobs. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing or not. What I want to do is route the mob I want to kill at the zone line and then zone. Yeah, so I want to zone, as I was saying, and then zone back in again, and hopefully the mob that I've routed is still at the zone line. I don't know if that's actually how it works. Oh, wait, Tat. So you're playing you're playing on live, are you? Yeah, this is just this is emulated, so it's nothing to do with Sony themselves. Or it worked. No, it didn't. Oh, god damn you! That didn't work. Okay. Okay, Janeway, thanks for stopping by. I'll probably speak to you again at some point, I'm sure. Right, so I'm being a noob here, but is there some sort of code in play that means that you can't, if you route a mob at a zone line, any zone, the route wears off? Because that seems to be what is happening to me. Because the mass knoll there basically arrives back at the spot the same time as the male knoll. And I routed the mass one. So I could have been unlucky, and as soon as I zoned, the route wore off, just by chance. But I think there's some coding in place, so you can't split mobs that way. Which I didn't realise. I thought I could. No, Shaman. Barbarian Shaman. I'm in Splitpore, just kind of preparing, because Velius is coming to the server soon, in about 4 weeks' time. So I'm just preparing my Shaman, really. I want to get to 34, so I've got my pet, and then we're going to go over to Velius and do some stuff there. Level 30 levels in a week. I'm level 30. I kind of, people who watch my YouTube channel will know that I have a shocking personality disorder in MMOs, where I just kind of flip around characters. Altitis, I think it's called. I got that terribly. I've got 3 different shamans. This is the 3rd one. Yeah. But yeah, 30 levels in a week. I guess you could do it on P99 if you played all the time, but I guess Everquest's changed quite a lot. I mean, I haven't been on live for, well, since 03, 04 probably. I don't know why I'm rooting. I don't need to be rooting. It's just a waste of mana. I'm in a hell level. I don't think you get hell levels anymore in Everquest Live. But when I kill this mob, you can see, it's like dark blue. You can see how much XP I get. It's quite slow. But that's why we like it. That's why we're here. You didn't play that much to get to level 30. No, it's I think that's what we were talking about it earlier. The same with Camelot. I mean, I think that, you know, you get I think games have to change and have to progress, and have to adapt to what the market wants. And the market wanted World of Warcraft, I guess. But yeah, it's I think games like Camelot and Everquest and Ultima Online, they all seem to have lost the spirit of kind of where they came from, you know. And as I said, I think that's fair enough because they want subscribers. That's what it's all about. But it's a shame. Yeah, hill giants are permacamped on here as well, pretty much. Even during kind of off time, they do drop a fair amount of cash and pretty easy to kill. Right, let's try this again. I think I'm actually working against some code here that is preventing me from routing a mob at zone line and then zoning out and zoning back in again to split these two. But I'll give it one more go. Yeah, I think leveling on all the old MMOs was, yeah, pretty tough going. I think it was their way of keeping you in playing the game. I guess that's the thing, subscription based. You know, I'm sure there was a lot of discussion before EverQuest came out about how long it should take people to level. But you know, they needed to keep you coming back. Content was, even back then, I guess people kind of steamed through content, so and there wasn't much of it at the start. Okay, let's try this again. As I said, I'm sure I'm working against some sort of code that doesn't want me to do what I'm trying to do, but we'll give it a go. That's a pain in the arse. Resisted a root spell. Okay, so I'm going to take a bit of a pounding here until I get the other guy rooted. Okay, so I've got him rooted in all zone. Okay, when you see the video goes up on YouTube, someone will tell me that I'm working against code here that's preventing me from doing this, but this is my last time. No, he's gone. Okay. What's he doing there? He's not actually there. Okay. Yeah, so okay. So the game doesn't want me to split the mobs that way. So I'll have to leave those, which is a bit of a pain because that would allow me to do some other stuffs. Okay, so I'm going to stop streaming shortly. But what I'm going to do first is let's go and I'll go and turn in the skins. I was kind of hoping to wait until I got the fourth one, but they don't seem to drop in inside, only outside. See how much XP we get on a in a hell level for these. Kinos Hills, one of my favourite zones. Kinos Hills, I just love the whole thing with it. It's great when you. That's sad, but sometimes I just go up to the top of the hill, top of a hill, and watching the sunrise or the sunset. Great atmosphere. What time of day is it actually? Time is 1 AM, so it's quite game time 1 AM, so it's quite a while before the sun comes up again. But yeah, standing up here and watching the sun come up. That's east, so the sun will come up from there. It looks lovely. Anyway, let's go and turn these skins in. Does anyone know if there's is there a way of having a helm off permanently? Maybe I'll check the ini file, because I know that. Fly by Spirit of Wolf. I love doing that. I love buffing people. It's one of the reasons why I really like interrupted. One of the reasons why I really like a shaman. I just love the flyby buffs. It's awesome. He looks like he might be on a corpse recovery as well. Yeah, it's the only way. I'm checking any file because I don't like to have my helm on. I like to see the glorious face of the barbarian kind of all the time, or for someone to see it anyway. So I'll have to check, because when you zone, it just comes back on again if you check it in the menu system. Ah, North Kenos Gates with the sun coming down. Do you need a spell? No, you're a bard. Yeah, North Kenos Gates with the sun coming down. Look at that. That's awesome. That's why I love this game. Just travelling around, soaking up the atmosphere. Brilliant. Now, hopefully, I'm not going to the wiki to check who I need to check on for the quest. The Bard guys. I'm sure everyone must know this, but we've got some Game of Thrones stuff going on in here. Joffrey and Sansa. I love those little Easter eggs you find in games. There's loads of them in Everquest, but that's just one that's pretty easy to find. Right, hang on, you know what I haven't checked? He's warm. I think I've probably been attacked by now. I can't remember if I abused the Noel Fang quest or not. I think I probably didn't abuse it enough to get attacked by some of the corrupt guards. No, I think we seem okay. Ah, so this is the guy. Right, so all I'm doing here is giving in... well, sorry about that. That inventory opening was loud. I'm giving in these tan split spore skins. I tried to get the 4, but only got 1, 2 and 4, so... Level 30, let's see. I think it's best to give them in 1 at a time. I think. Let's see how much XP we get. Yeah, that was alright. I mean, it is hell level, so... Ah, there you go. You get a better idea there. So that was about... That was over a bubble. Bubble and a half, maybe? And again. Okay. Right, cover your ears. I'm going to do the inventory thing again. There we go. So... Yeah, so that wasn't bad. I mean, I lost my camping spot there, but I think it was worth it in a hell level to get all of that, stuff, all that experience just for that. So I'll head back. The other thing I was going to do while I was here is right. Cover your ears. What we got? Oh, I'm not doing that. So what I wanted to do was nope. No, none of those. Okay, so we've kind of... What I wanted to do was do like a newbie bag. I was saying we should all do newbie bags. I don't know if it's worth keeping lariats for if I ever decide to create a warrior. I'll keep. Oh, where are you going? God damn. I'll keep a couple. It's not worth selling that, is it? I think that's it. Okay. Right, so let's go and see if we can find... am I going the right way? Yeah. Let's see if I can go and find a newbie who looks like a newbie. As I said earlier, it's difficult to tell newbies in Project 1999 because the episode's been going for so long and people have been on here for so long that yeah, it's you never know. But let's see. Dagger Rock. He's the swine. He's dubious. Yeah, if you abuse the Null Fang quest, he kills you, which kind of makes it difficult to use Kenos unless you've got invisibility. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there are any new players. Doesn't look like it. Medic. Oh, got a chap over there called Medic. 8 Cleric. Does he look like a newbie? I don't know. Where you gone? There you are. Now he looks like a newbie to me. So what we'll do, we'll buff him first. Where are you going? I can't, Let's see if he's a new player. Come on, Medic. French Medic. Are you a new player or not? Well, he's not new, so yeah, we're looking for someone who's new, aren't we? There's an Ixar monk there doing, I don't know what he's doing, a bit of faction work maybe. Probably doesn't need it, but oh yeah, he did. He'll go to kill some guards now. Wreck my faction. We'll do a little buff stop at Blackburrow before I log off, I reckon. Okay, so I think the sun's coming up. Let's check out this sunrise. Let's see. Holly Windstalker. Been killed by her a couple of times. Jeez. Let's check out the sunrise, shall we? There we go. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? I love because there always seems to be a bit of a mist around Kenos Hills. And I just love it. It looks awesome. Look at that. I know it might be angular and rectangular and, you know, square and whatnot. No tessellation in this game, but I think it looks lovely still. It's one of those weird zones, Kenos Hills, because it's sort of, you expect it to be, I'm sure I'm teaching you to suck eggs really, but you expect it to be low level, you know, it's near a town, near a starter area, but I like it because it's got a lot of other stuff going on. It's a bit edgy, you know, it's still possible to get killed quite easily. There are some few high level mobs around. You've also got the necromancer that runs around and drops a pretty expensive item, haven't you, I think? The ruins up here at sort of dawn and dusk, they look good. Because you get a great light there. What is that? That is a giant bat. That is Puffo's corpse. Yeah, I've seen some guys camping around here. I think this is where she spawns. And someone actually is keeping the... Well, are they keeping it clear? Maybe. Red corpse dead. Oh yes, someone's clearing up. So someone is obviously trying to get her to spawn. I think probably. Let's have a quick check in Black Burrow. See if I can buff anyone. Oh, you're going to win that fight. Okay. Well, I'm almost home actually, not far from Hallas. I don't know if there's much for me to kill at my level in Permafrost. Probably is. I could change my leveling spot, but I think there are some casters in there. Well, this is unusual. I mean, it's early in the day, but you know, it's a server's quiet period. But I've very rarely see all of the gnolls up. I don't think they haven't nerfed the XP again, have they? I don't think they have. But that's unusual, and all the way down here as well. Wowzer. Wow, Black Burrow is empty. Can't believe it. Probably pushing my luck here, but you know. A burly gnoll. Ah, there's a split. There's a commander. He's green. I'm not sure of the lore. I'll look into it, but I think he's a split paw gnoll, isn't he, in Black Burrow? So I don't know if there's something going on there where the split paw sent someone to Black Burrow, or if the split paws are secretly in charge of the. Not secretly, you know, but it's kind of govern the Black Burrow gnolls. Not sure. Okay guys, well I'm going to call that a day for streaming. I'll head back to Splitpaw. I don't think you probably want to see me running through West Garana. It's a long run. But yeah, but I'll be back tomorrow I think probably for a bit more. So if you liked what you've seen, I'll see you then.